Good afternoon, and welcome to National Signing Day, UPIKE style. It's a great day. It's an exciting day for, obviously, the student athletes, their families that have seen them with blood, sweat, and tears throughout their athletic careers, and now taking that next step to play at the next level. We're going to get to all that today. It's an exciting day. It's a great day, and I'm not sure who's more excited, the student athletes, their parents, or this coaching staff. Coach Al Holland and his crew have put together this event today, and we thank them for that. Once again, we welcome you to UPIKE National Signing Day. It's an important day, an exciting day, and a day that leads to the journey of the next level. College football, and of course the goal here, producing student athletes. The primary goal is to see these student athletes walk across that stage and be handed that diploma. Goals after that, of course, we want wins. Of course, we want division championships. Of course, conference championships. As you see, some of the current players, the coaches, they're championship rings, and those are the goals. But the ultimate goal is that college education, and that's why a student comes first in the term student athlete. So glad to have all of you here, including family. We'll get the festivities started. The players will sign on the dotted line and begin their journey as a member of the Bears family. Without further ado, we'll begin the introductions with Dr. Lori Worth, Provost at the University of Pikeville.
Good afternoon and welcome to campus. As we walked around and did some introductions, it was wonderful to see so many of you here representing 6 different states, and we are thankful that you are here, our student athletes and your families. You have siblings here, parents and grandparents, and we are so thankful for you. Could I have our student athletes please stand so you could be recognized? We want to see all of you. And then another group is, I want your families. As we walked around, we saw parents, grandparents, great-grandparents. Would you all please stand and welcome to the UPIKE family? We are looking forward to supporting you on this campus. There are several folks around the room that I would like to introduce. Our student success advisors, they're in the back. Would you please wave? These are the individuals that each of you will be working with, and they will be supporting you during the advising sessions this next year. Our financial aid director, Jennifer Bates, in our financial aid office in the back. And then we have one individual in the room, our director of family connections. Stephanie, where are you? Stephanie will be working with you as parents and grandparents and family members. Please have an opportunity, if you haven't already, to meet Stephanie. She has contact information, and you as families have access to an individual who will be supporting you. Any connections that you need on campus, any support services, Stephanie is here. We're excited that you're here. College is something that will be very, very different in your lives as it was in my life when I went to college. I hadn't had anybody in my family going to college. As a student, when I walked on campus and moved into the residence halls and met new people, I was the very first in my family to go to college. Many of you might be in those situations who are coming here. Maybe you're not local. Maybe you're coming here and you don't know anybody. Maybe you're the first in your family to go to college. But I can tell you this, you're coming to a campus community and a family where you will be welcomed, you'll be supported, you'll be challenged in the classroom, and you'll be challenged by our coaching staff who does an extraordinary job here at the university. Thank you so much for your work and your commitment. We are excited that you are here. One individual that I think you will need to meet, and he's excited to welcome you, is our president, Dr. Burton Webb. Burton.
Well, it's great to see everybody here today. It's already been a bit of a long day for me. I woke up in a hotel room just outside Washington, D.C., and drove here through freezing rain and then pouring rain, and then by the time we got here, of course, it was warmer, and it was a much better place to be. Pikeville is always a great place to be. Just take a look outside. You can see that we're surrounded by mountains in this wonderful little community, and it's a great place to live. It's a great place to settle in and to learn and to play sports and to do some really wonderful things. I want to introduce someone to you now who is going to be, for the student athletes, will be your mentor and your leader for the next 4 years. For parents and for grandparents, he is a great point of contact for this campus, and that is our head coach, Coach Al Holland. Al, come on up. I want to tell you one thing about Al, and that is that I'm measuring Al's success right now by the size of the bags under his eyes, because he has a brand new little baby at home, and if you haven't had a chance to congratulate him for that, please do that, and have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you, sir.
Yes, sir. What an exciting time to be here, guys. The countless hours this coaching staff has put on the road to build relationships with each and every one of you and your families, to spend those hours, going back years with those relationships in the high school and just getting to meet each and every one of you, and continuing to watch you over your career and keep a note on you to see who fits into the mold of the young men that we're trying to find here at the University of Pikeville. Trying to find those championship caliber student athletes, guys that want to be successful in the classroom and on the playing field. And that's what it's all about. And as we've came to campus and as our coaching staff has talked about to each and every one of you, is about becoming men for life after ball. And that's what it's all about. Because the game that we love can be taken away from us in such a snap of a finger. But to set you up for your career for life after football. And that's becoming a man on the field, off the field, and in this community. But, my hat goes off to all these coaches, and let's give these guys a round of applause for all the hard work that they put in this year. I really appreciate each and every one of these guys, all the hours they put in. Also, my wife, our newborn. Sorry, I get a little emotional. All the other coaches' wives and misses, thank you guys for all the hours that you allow these men to be on the road, whether they're traveling, staying on the road. Those type of things are tough for each and every one of these individuals up on this stage. And I want to say thanks to those. Also want to say thanks to, Airmark for the great job that they put on for all the food, for our financial aid, admissions, for helping get all you guys accepted, our FAFSAs and all that stuff to go through. And then the future, with our housing department that is here in student services, student success, the relationship that you're going to build with them over the next 4 years and helping you, guide you along the way and taking care of you in the classroom. Those are the relationships to make sure, guys, you stop by each one of these tables and say hi, put a name and a face together so when you come back for our growl sessions, we know who each one of these people are and introduce yourself. So make sure we do that. Parents, make sure we do that and say hi to all those folks. But, thanks to all you all for everything you've done. Let's give them a round of applause for all their help and for helping us. Now let's talk about this signing class. How special is it? Because this is a great group of young men. We filled a lot of big needs, a lot of talented kids that we reached for and said, hey, early on, we don't have a shot at these guys. But you know what? We found a home for them right here in Pikeville, Kentucky. And they're going to help us win many of these right here. That's conference championships. And that's what we compete for day in and day out. All the hours that we put into this program. And each one of you, there's going to be tough times, like we say. A lot of highs, a lot of lows over the next 4 or 5 years. But we're in this thing together. Because you got young men that are sitting here that's wanting to be pre-med majors, guys that want to go into our business department, criminal justice, education, you name it, they want to be it. And they can be that off the field. And we're going to help guide them that way because they got a lot of great mentors. But on the field, this is a special group. We've built depth in our offensive line. A lot of great signees as you'll get to see come up here. a lot of big humans, as I say, guys that can move people, and that's going to be big for us. You know, our defensive line guys that we've signed, guys that have played in state championship games, big time guys that can help us and take the next step forward. We have wide receivers on the perimeter that can go get the football and stretch teams vertically down the field, and it's going to make it difficult on teams. Guys in the secondary that, hey, we graduated some great young men back there. Now you got an opportunity to come in here and compete early on and help us there and play, and it's competition back there every single day. We got running backs that, hey, are hard-nosed, tough guys that's going to run over people. And then we've signed some guys that, hey, that can get out in space and make you miss. We got linebackers that, hey, that can really help us, and are long and athletic guys that can really get after the quarterback, help us in coverage, and be able to do a lot of things defensively. And our quarterbacks that we've added to this thing, you know, it's a quarterback-driven system here. And guys that can throw that football vertically down the field and help us get the ball to our playmakers on the perimeter. So this is a special group. And I'm so excited about this group of young men. Can't wait to get up here and get all this paperwork done, so that way we can make you officially UPIKE Bears and we can compete for conference championships. So let's get this going, Andrew, and let's go Bears.
I think he's ready to do a coach's show. I'll go with him. He's very excited. You say, well, it's signing day. He's supposed to be excited. He's putting on a front for these student athletes and these families. I'll tell you a little backstory. Coach and I have been together for a long time. We've done a lot of shows together. We've talked a lot of football together. We've taken some hard losses, and I feel them as much as Coach does. Well, almost. But when I was talking with Coach behind the scenes, and we were talking about this class and the athletes that are coming in, man lit up. And he and I shoot straight. If he's got a class that's, okay, this man is excited about you, each and every one of these athletes. He didn't need this list. As you've looked at the table and said, okay, we've got these kids. He didn't need it. He had name after name after name on the tip of his tongue. And he's ready to start practice tomorrow. So any of you that want to early enroll, President, we can get it worked out. Coach is excited. And this community and this Bears family is excited about this signing class and the future of UPIKE football. Another Mid-South Conference championship is close. We're looking for that. Let's get it started. A couple of more introductions. Most of the administration has been introduced, but there are a couple of guys in the room that have not been introduced that families, student athletes may need to know. And the athletics director at the University of Pikeville is here, Robert Staggs. The assistant athletics director and sports information director at the University of Pikeville, Mr. Dan White. When your son has a big game and puts up big stat lines, and you read stories about the UPIKE athletes, regardless of the sport, Dan White is responsible for that. And I got to tell you, he's one of the hardest working men on this campus outside of football coaches during recruiting season. Dan, you'll receive emails from Dan with press releases at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then the next morning, 9:30, you'll get something else from a bowling competition. So he's a great resource, and we'll be reading about these athletes over the next several years. Let's get it started. What you are here for, it is National Signing Day. The ink pens are here on the podium. We'll begin the program in alphabetical order as each student athlete will make their way alphabetically to this side of the stage. As your name is called, we'll see a short highlight video, and the signing will take place here on stage. As we get things started, you can make your way to the stage. Evan Alford. Families, we would invite you to come with the student athletes if you choose. There will be picture opportunities as well.
All the yellow spots, all right?
Initial all the areas that are yellow, sign it above. There you go.
There you go.
EVAE.
Sign it right there. Two, 7, 8.
Yeah, let's go over here and we'll take a picture, all right? Let me go here.
Evan Alford, one of the big humans. And also from North Laurel High School, a 6'6", 315-pounder, an offensive lineman, Bascom Bailey.
Welcome to the family, big boy.
Initial all the highlighted areas and then sign it above student. Signature, yes. Two, 7, 8.
A 6'1", 180-pound wide receiver from Tates Creek High School, Jaden Baird.
Initial all the highlighted, sign it above student. Signature. 2, 7, 8.
We have some student athletes that were not able to be with us today that are signing at their high schools in different ceremonies. One of those, we'll take a look at the highlights. Joe-Ron Broadnex, a 6'1" wide receiver out of Columbia, South Carolina. Also not with us today from Jonesboro, Georgia, a 5'10", 160-pound running back, Matavian Brooks. Exciting stuff. Also a 6'1", 205-pound wide receiver out of Coffee High School in Douglas, Georgia, Raquan Birch. A 6'4", 290-pound offensive lineman out of Dallas, Georgia, Danon Craig. Can you say pancake? A 5'11", 245-pound defensive lineman out of South Laurel High School, Tyson Deeds.
Initial, all the highlighted signature above student.
Not with us today from Danville High School, a 6', 200-pound linebacker, Ethan Downey. Also not with us from Duluth, Georgia, a 6'2", 200-pound quarterback, Jalil El Amin. A 6', 220-pound linebacker out of Knoxville, Tennessee, Joe Fluker.
Initial, all the highlighted areas, signature above student. Two, 718.
A 6', 185-pound athlete out of South Laurel High School, Bailey Fultz.
Initial all the highlighted areas, signature above student and date.
Ladies and gentlemen, a 6'1", 210-pound linebacker out of Wheelersburg, Alex George.
Initial all the highlighted areas, signature above student and date. Thank you.
Also from Wheelersburg, a 6', 250-pound offensive lineman, Colton Hall.
Initial all the areas, highlight areas, signature and date. Initial back to 2718. Sweet. Thank you. Coach on right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, a 6'4", 210-pound wide receiver, tight end out of Knott Central High School, Hunter Hammond.
No.
Initial all the highlighted areas, sign above student and date for me.
You read it first? I put all kinds of little clauses in mine. I didn't know you had to.
Coach on.
A 5'10", 210-pound linebacker from Pike Central High School, Logan Hillerman.
Initial all the highlighted ones, signature above student and date for me.
Today's date. Today's date.
Yep, step right there with
Coach Howell.
My apologies, we passed over Travion Hampton, a 5'10", 175-pound wide receiver out of Georgia. And a 5'10", 240-pound linebacker out of Floyd Central High School, the first football signee in school history, Ethan Howard.
Initial all the highlighted areas, sign it, and then date it.
Uh-oh. My pen's out.
Go ahead and grab that one. Two, 7, 18. That'll work. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
And a 6'4", 255-pound lineman out of Halls, Tennessee, Luke Humphrey.
Initial all the highlighted areas. And then signature of the student, okay? Two, 7, 18. That'll work. All right.
Not with us today, a 5'11", 180-pound safety out of Austin East High School in Tennessee, Jason Jackson. And a 6'1", 215-pound linebacker from my hometown, Richlands, Virginia, Seth Johnson.
Initial all the highlighted areas, signature of our student and date. Two, 7, 18. Got one more little initial right there. Right there for me. Too excited. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Not with us today, a 5'11", 175-pound wideout out of West Florence, South Carolina, Vic Johnson. a 5'8", 160-pound cornerback out of George Rogers Clark High School in Winchester, Trayvon Jones.
Initial, all the highlighted areas, signature there, and date of birth.
Okay. Good.
Two, 7, 18. Big guy, step over here, Coach Allen.
Ladies and gentlemen, a 6', 220-pound linebacker out of Floyd Central, Josh King.
Initial, all the highlighted areas, signature of both student and date of birth. Two, 7, 18. Step over there, Coach Allen. Bro.
A 6', 190-pound safety out of South Laurel High School, Chandler Lenore.
Initial, all the highlighted areas, signed of our student and date of birth. All right, you guys, aware of Coach Allen.
Six foot 4, 280-pound offensive lineman out of Boyle County, Ryan McClellan.
Good, how are you?
Initial, all the highlighted areas for me, signed above student and date of birth.
All right.
Step over there, Coach Allen.
Six foot 1, 185-pound linebacker out of Middlesboro, Taylor McClellan.
Initial, all the highlighted areas, signed above student. Signature. 2, 7, 18. Over there, Coach Allen, for vision.
5'8", 155-pound cornerback out of Southwestern High School, Cameron Miller.
Initial on the highlighted areas for me, signature of both student and date.
Appreciate it.
Step over there, Coach Allen, get a picture.
Not with us today, from North Paulding High School in Dallas, Georgia, 5'10", 175-pound wideout, Brian Mitchell. Six foot 180-pound linebacker out of Corbin High School, Aaron Money.
Double team. Initial all highlighted areas, sign of the both student and date. Step there with Coach Allen, get your picture.
6'5", 240-pound lineman out of Floyd Central, Bryce Morris.
Initial, all highlighted areas, signature, both student and date for me. Step over to Coach Allen.
6'1", 285-pound lineman out of Henry Clay High School, Nicholas Osborne.
Initial, all highlighted areas for me, signature above student and done. Step over there, Coach Allen. Going over, guys.
Six foot 5, 270-pound lineman out of Johnson Central High School, Chase Owens.
Initial all the highlighted areas, signature above student, and then date it for me. That's it. Two, 7, 18.
Bears fans will remember this family name, a 6'1", 230-pound defensive lineman out of Wheelersburg, Nicholas Parsley.
One to the other.
Initial all the highlighted areas, signature, and then date it for me.
Can you spell me or not? Okay, let's make sure.
2, 7, 18.
Thank you.
That'd be cool.
A 6'1", 189-pound kicker out of Garrett County High School, Braden Price.
Initial all the highlighted areas, signature above student, and date it for me.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Thank you, sir. Coach Allen.
Six foot four, 310-pound lineman out of Prestonsburg, Harley Quillen.
Initial all the highlighted areas, signature above student, and date it for me. Two, 7, 18. Sir, Coach Allen.
Five foot 11, 180-pound safety out of Hardin Valley Academy in Knoxville, Elijah Richardson.
Initial all the highlighted areas, signature above student, and date it for me. Two, 7, 18. Step there with Coach Allen. Thank you.
6'2", 295-pound lineman out of Ashland Fairview, Jonathan Riley.
Initial, all the highlighted areas, signature of both student and date for. 2/7/18.
I think Jonathan's seen Blindside.
First step early, coach.
Block him all the way to the fence. Block him to the fence. Six foot, 170-pound wideout out of Harlan County High School, Devin Rodriguez.
Initial, all the highlighted areas, signature of both student and date for.
I work at Waxworks, so it's only like 30 minutes away.
Signature.
These are the things that's about the same thing.
2/7/18. First step early, coach home. Slide it over and take a look.
Alex Sanders, a 5'8", 165-pound running back out of Jeff Davis High School in Georgia, not with us today. Scat back. Also not with us, a 5'11", 240-pound defensive lineman out of Garrett County High School, Dalton Sebastian. A 5'11", 270-pound defensive lineman from Oak Hill High School in Ohio, Ramsey Seitz.
Initial, all the highlighted areas, signature of both student and date for. Step early, coach home.
Thank you.
Cut them all, fix it all in there.
Not with us today from Lakota West High School in Westchester, Ohio, a 5'9", 160-pound cornerback, Cedric Thomas. Also not with us from Scott High School, a 6', 210-pound linebacker, Alexander Thurza. From Perry County Central High School, a 6'9", 320-pound lineman, Samuel Turner.
Initial, all the highlighted areas, signature of both student and date for.
6'4", 180-pound wide receiver from York High School, York, South Carolina, Zion Walker.
Initial all the areas that are highlighted with signature date. Okay. Signature. 2/7/18. Separate the child.
6'1", 250-pound defensive lineman out of Harlan County High School, Jacob Ward.
Initial on the highlighted areas, signature of student date. Thank you, Senator Coach Holland.
Ladies and gentlemen, a 6'1", 205-pound running back out of Lexington Christian Academy, Dylan Wheatley.
Initial all the highlighted areas, signature of our student.
From Hazard High School, a 6', 175-pound safety, Braxton Whitaker.
Initial the highlighted areas, sign of our student.
A 6'1", 185-pound quarterback out of Whitley County High School, Dylan Wilson.
Initial all the areas that are highlighted, signature of our student. Coach Allen.
Now with us today from Cedartown High School in Georgia, a 6'5", 200-pound quarterback, Trevon Wofford. And last but certainly not least, a 6'3", 185-pound athlete from Perry Central High School, Jacob Woolham.
Initial all the highlighted areas, signature moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 University of Pikeville Bears football signing class. A couple of housekeeping items, parents, student athletes, if you have things you need to address with the various departments, financial aid is here. They have packages for everyone, I believe. If you haven't picked up a package, do that, or you can wait for it to show up in the mail. Take care of that. Admissions is here. Student success is here. Student housing is here. The bookstore is down the hall, just a piece. But there are those different departments here. You can get your questions answered today, or at least many of those. It's been a great day to be a part of this National Signing Day. Coach Al Holland and the coaching staff, thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. Thank you to each one of you student athletes, families, administrators, for allowing me to be a part of the Bear family. I look forward to our time seeing you, the student athletes, step to the next level on the field and as part of the Bear Nation. It's a great day to be a Bear, indeed. And you know it is a big day when Pikey, the national mascot of the year, is in the house. National mascot of the year. Gotta love it. Thank you so much for being here. If we could, student athletes, if you could gather here, there will be a group picture. If you could gather here at the stage. Thank you so much.